The following Let's Play has been rated for mature audiences only. Any attempts to break the game are for entertainment value only. However, if any typos happen to be found... Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! When we last left off, my quest to find the balance in this RPG continues. I got some armor, haven't tried it out yet, but I tried out some of the easy battles and, you know, they're not that bad. Also, I found this here temple, and I'm going to go inside it because it's here. Or something. It's part of the archaeology quest. Yes, I will enter the temple. There's somebody here. No, that's a pedestal of some sort. So what happens if I go back to my mentor? And also, is there a breakable wall here? Better question, are there random encounters here? I'm going to assume no on the breakable walls and just... This looks interesting. Whoa, that was interesting. I was right! I save, so whatever I do is safe. 200 gold. And a ceremonial tonfa inside, and golden oil. Ceremonial tonfa. That's a weapon. As for the golden oil, not so sure. Let's see, ceremonial tonfa. That's a pretty nice weapon. I don't know who can equip it. And the golden oil recovers MP by a heck of a lot. Now, who can equip the ceremonial tonfa? I'll find out after I leave. I can just go back into the editor and check the menu. You can do this for pretty much any game, going into the RG Maker 3's editor and looking at the equipment stats. Because they're not password protected. Alright, and if we click this, and then the screen has to black out to load these other three back into the map. Kind of weird that it works that way. There's probably a puzzle here. And then those load back in there. Okay, there is a treasure chest in here. Well, let's open it. 200 gold, a hookah, and more healing oil. The hookah is a usable item, and it is... recovers HP. Useful. Now if I click this, that should open the center. Or it'll block me in. Let's try hunting for a breakable wall real quick. Or we could just click it again. There is indeed a puzzle of some sort here, in order to get to the center. So what happens if I just click this again? Will it go in reverse? Yep, looks that way. Well, I noticed that whenever I click this one near the entrance, the back of this opens up. And when I close it... Does that close it? No, that's still that. And then... Aha! I'm not sure how I did this, but okay. The Book of Swift. Yay! Book of Swift. It's probably not related to these elemental books. It's probably an unlisted item because I can't find it in my inventory. Either that or I'm just being blind. Anyway, I think we're done in this place. I opened a couple of treasure chests. Hopefully opening those treasure chests did not affect anything, but since I was able to get to the golden treasure chest in the middle, I'm going to assume that I'm okay. So we'll leave the temple and we're going to save, and we're going to look at this ceremonial tonfa and see who can equip it. Actually, I'm going to save on a separate file and reload this because that one section didn't have a treasure chest, and it's like kind of curious. Does that one section have a treasure chest if I go to it before opening a different treasure chest? Well, first let's look at the ceremonial tonfa since we're in here. Alright, here it is. Let's see. There it is, and it can be equipped by somebody named Seymour. I can't remember who Seymour is. I want to say it was somebody... Oh yeah, one of Max's sons. So I can apparently bring him in my party and he'll have quite an attack when I equip him with that. Alright, so as it turns out, that empty room is just plain empty. I don't know why it's empty. I guess that's just how it is. So we're pretty much ready to return to our mentor and find out what this book I found is worth. But, you know, we gotta find out if these battles are better with this armor. Now, I haven't equipped the armor yet, aside from giving Zoe the better equipment. Let's go ahead and kill these snakes real quick. Also, I gotta look at Nervous Snake. I mean, Shake. Nervous Shake. Alright, who gets attacked here? I do. For 12 damage. So, that definitely helps that I equipped that one thing. And then my dog... No, me again. 13 damage. I survived 2 hits with that piece of equipment. Man, I wish I had... Wait, shower heal? Oh, that's right, we can learn new stuff in between, after we level up. I should check if we learned stuff. So there's some healing from Brogran. It was 1 healing, but it was healing nonetheless. Alright, step 1. Check our new abilities. Zoe's got nothing. Brogan got shower heal, which uses MP to heal 35 HP. Marley's learned nothing. I don't think my dog's learned anything. What is Nervous Shake? Uses 12 MP, which is why he can't use it. Oh, he's also at level 1. Still. That's not a glitch. I forget specifically what, but Obright told me that there is some way to make Hobbs stronger. I think he said if I find a rare collar or something. So if he doesn't level up, how is he going to get more magic points? Anyway, I think it's time for me to equip my stronger stuff. So let's see here. Zoe. Alright. Give Brogan a steel chainmail. Give Marley that robe. And we'll equip those real quick. My gosh, that's quite a boost. And this was the cheapest equipment. It's too bad I don't have that sort of boost. Yeah. Oh well, what I have is decent. I'm gonna save, and then what we're going to do is put this armor to the true test by going into this area, which I got into a random encounter pretty quickly in. Well, good, we don't have to wait. Although I was kind of hoping to put Marley up front just to add to the test. But whatever. We got a couple new enemies here. How convenient. So we don't really have a way to compare other than if we take less than 40 damage. Let's see, we got the Toki bird. No, Tuki bird in the back. And up front we got Zondor. We're going to start by breathing on them as usual. Can any of my other dogs' attacks be used besides breath and bite? He gets hit for 33 damage. That's a lot considering he's supposed to be able to defend for 100 damage. Well, the Tuki bird already attacked, so let's just get rid of it real quick. Oh, well, it's not dead, but it's weakened. Marley, heal Brogan. Calcify. Match your defense up. To each other. Alright, this is the part where I find out if Brogan can actually kill something. Well, actually he kind of has no choice because he's got no skills that attacks anything, so his strength better be good. Please be not 0. It's 0. So, Brogan's cannon fodder for the time being. I guess this area is just that much stronger. Come to think of it, it's like taking 10 damage from that one area and then taking 30 or 40 in this area. That is definitely a difficulty spike, so had I encountered those first enemies the first time before getting out here and getting my butt kicked, would that have been a good indication that this area is stronger? Would I have been aware that crossing that bridge would have meant getting killed harder? Speaking of getting killed harder, I killed those vultures. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? No, here's a replay, and I'm going to increase the volume. Listen to this. Oh my goodness, that was so silly. Plop! So my dog is dead, and Unfortunately, I keep missing. That does not help. You defend. You try to attack. Alright, so you can at least cause damage to that thing. So, what did that armor do exactly? Well, Hobbs is dead for now. I'm going to try to find something else to fight. Because I want to find out if this armor actually did anything. Let's find something that we fought before. Maybe one of those centaurs. As far as I can tell, though, all they use are special attacks, so would the armor actually be useful? No, I'm not fighting you again. Well, Huh. Yes, I'd like to be able to run. Birdcage. That was defense up, and that's M defense up, and there's also P defense up. So it's just regular defense up mean both magic and defense, or magic and special. Alright, well, I seem to be in a certain situation. I want to find out if this armor does anything. So, I'm gonna save now, that way I can keep the experience and int points I receive from these battles. And I'm just gonna send Brogan on a suicide mission. Hopefully into a battle which I already know what the enemy does. Alright, into the centaur battle again. Trample. Less than 40? No. So, what does the armor do exactly? I mean, if they're using skills, apparently skills don't actually affect... aren't actually affected by physical defense. So, in order for armor to be effective, well, there is magic defense, but are skills magic defense? Are they physical defense? Do they ignore defense entirely? Because I just took the same amount of damage as I did before. Also, that death doesn't count, because this was an experiment. I'm going to retreat now. Hey look, lens flare. Anyway, so did getting that armor shop open affect nothing? You would think with such a huge stat boost I would have taken a lot less damage, but I didn't see any indication that I was taking less damage at all. Huh. You know, maybe it was a bad idea to try to return to town with only one party member. Let's see here, who has a revive ability? Nobody can actually use a revive ability. Revive item, maybe? Okay, smelling salts. I'll buy another one. Let's get Hobbs back in there. Anyway, it reminds me of Fufu the Acid Trip Bunny. I know it's been a long time since I Let's Played that one, so most of you probably haven't seen it. But in that game, you could buy armor, but buying armor had no effect because all the enemies used magic attacks, and armor didn't block magic attacks. I'm wondering if it's the same case here. Is the armor worthless? I hope not. That would be quite a scar on this game if it turned out I went through this trouble of getting new armor only for it to be worthless. Alright guys, I figured I'd interject with some post-commentary here to explain what's going on. Yes, armor does defend against physical attacks and magic attacks, or else the armor wouldn't say so. The problem is that the enemies here tend to use skills, which ignore defense completely. Now, I did some checking, and some enemies do use magic, so the armor isn't completely useless. But I will not be able to rely on armor as my primary method of defense. Well, 2 out of 3 isn't bad. I mean, I know that there are stronger party members I could get. Leveling up also makes it so that I don't go down as quickly. There's always health back. Unfortunately, will the dog remain dead? I'm going to check that real quick. Also, it's definitely obvious that, yes, certain areas hold enemies of different difficulties. No, of course my dog isn't dead because I revived my dog in order to be able to get back to town. So I won't be able to find out just yet if the game at least revives my dog, even though it doesn't heal my dog. Anyway, only one last thing to do before we end this episode, and that is to return to my mentor to ask him about this book that we found. Well, hey there, swashbuckler. I'm very proud of you after all you've accomplished. Not only did you find the Temple of Knossos, but the Book of Swift as well. That's incredible. Okay, so it's a good thing I went to get in there and solve that puzzle before coming back. That probably has some good effect. Here, take this lamp as a reward. I'm very glad to be able to say that I was your teacher. I must say, I knew you could do it. Tortoise lamp. What does that do? Physical defense up. Well, that'll be a good thing to test with. Well, now what? I guess that's it for this week. I can't think of anything else to do. I solved another archaeology puzzle. I don't know what the next archaeology quest, there's no clue to that. I tested out the equipment that I found, and it was disheartening. But at least I can level up and gain strength that way, and eventually I'll get strong enough to actually defend against all those monsters out there. Now, before we end this episode, there is one more thing I want to try out. I've been getting a lot of int points from those battles, and as I mentioned before, int points are used to buy furniture. Let's try that. Let's see, buy decorations. You do not appear to have enough int points at this time, but try back later. Oh. Apparently 19 int points is not enough to actually do anything. And I don't have anything to start decorating with my house. So yeah, that's it for this week. Next time, I have no idea what I'm going to do. Maybe continue the archaeology quest? Yeah, sure, why not? And even though I can't survive in that that's not grassy area, I at least can survive the monsters in the desert. Everywhere else, I'll just use the Intimidator for now. It's no big deal.